Hi everybody. So today I'm just going to kind of walk through a feature of my sewing machine here because it's something I've been trying to figure out, and I figured I'd do that with you guys watching, because there's nothing like humiliating yourself in front of anybody who bothers to subscribe to the channel. So here we go. For the record, upside down, this is a model 158.159.5280. Kenmore machine, made in Taiwan. I'm guessing early 80s, late 70s. It's a heavy machine. It's metal. And very similar to all the machines that were made in Japan around, but for Kenmore. In any case, what we're looking at today really is the pressure foot assembly. So that lever thing that you pop up, you put the fabric under, you flop it down. The dogs move the fabric back as you're sewing, or forward as you're sewing. I always forget. And so it's good pressure. We don't think about it, but the pressure on this is adjustable. And it's adjustable so that you can have it have lighter pressure and move things around, have it have virtually no pressure and just ride on top of the fabric as you're doing darning and stuff like that. And it's adjusted by this device up here, which is referred to as a pop-up darner. There's two versions of that. There's a dial version for increasing and decreasing how much pressure this foot puts down when it, how much pressure this foot puts on the fabric. And so you can increase or decrease that based on using this device up here. So we're going to take a look at how the pressure foot adjustment works on this sewing machine. I'm taking some parts apart here so that we can see it better. So as I raise this lever up and down, you see that it moves. There's a little cam here, and that cam moves this bracket, or whatever you call it, that's attached to the shaft here up and down. And pressure is exerted on that foot by this large spring that sits over the shaft that slides up and down in this point here. And it actually goes, the shaft travels through here and actually travels through the part of the pressure adjustment as well. And that's what holds the shaft in place, 2 points here and in the pressure adjustment. So right now this is full force, if you will. This button is down, but I can release this. It's called a pop darner. When I release this, it'll pop up. That's why they call it a pop darner. And look at what happened. So this is the bottom of it, and as it popped up, notice now I've relieved tension on this. So now you can't see it, but there's a lot less tension. This spring is not under as much tension. If I were to remove this completely, then there's nothing pressing that spring down, and this just would sit in the up position. And as you can see, it's just poking out the top there. So what does this guy do? Well, notice I can push this. If I hold this here, I can push it down. This ring keeps it from moving up unless I relieve the tension. So this is adjustable, and it's adjustable in little increments. I can move it down a little bit more, a little bit more. And so what that does is that compresses that spring we're looking at. So that's how the adjustment is made. It's from this ring holding this cylinder with the right amount of compression. So let's go back and look at it again. I'll screw her back in. All right. So now, ready? I can push it down a little bit, and this pops up and holds it in place. Push it down a little more, pops up, holds it in place. See it? See it doing it? There we go. All right. So, and each time I do that, it increases. Each time I push this down, it increases the amount of tension. See it increasing the tension on that spring? So now that spring is preloaded even more. When I release this, the spring isn't loaded that much. So, in a nutshell, that's how that works. If this guy isn't operating properly and holding down, or isn't popping back up when you push this ring down, then the teeth or ball bearings or whatever it is that's holding this shaft in place or the cylinder in place are not releasing to let this pop back up. So that's how it works. I hope that's helpful. I'm going to put my machine back together and make sure I didn't break it. I don't want to get in trouble. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you next time.